Morning. I would like to show you that what are the various applications where if you install the ERPNext in your manufacturing organizations, what are the features which you can enable to see, and what are the work order process when you implemented the ERPNext in your organizations. Let's start with the plate manufacturing firm, where if you talk about they are majorly manufacturing the ceramic. If you're manufacturing the ceramic plates in your organizations, the first process is that you will get different inquiries from not inquiries, the sales orders. I mean, you might have different rate contracts with different companies. So once you enter this the plate details, how many plates you required it, and it will automatically get the created the sales order. So this document helps you to flow from one department to another department. I'll just show you that. So this customer is already I registered it. I will register the what is the plates. That if, for example, if you're manufacturing the ceramic plates, the delivery date you will just will mention it. Let it be fifth quantity, and the quantity it's 500 pieces. That is a particular customer is required. So once we deliver what we can enter the provision to enter the purchase order of this customer, and I'll just share it as a verbal. Maybe in most of the cases in email only. So we'll save it. So once we save the same thing, we can see uh, we do have a provision to plan the sales orders. I mean, the how many quantities required. I mean, that sales order is punched. I mean, it means if you are working in a manufacturing department, you don't know. I mean, what are the sales order punch in the same thing. But when you go to the production line, there is a tool in the ERP next called the uh, production plan. Even though not even the production plan, even though for the production planning report. So it means that you there is a sales order is that there is a delivery date and everything is there. So based on that, we can plan for the how many quantity is required for the same thing. You will see the different sales order of different parties over here. If we see this customer, this is the ceramic plate which we planned, and you can see this is a ceramic plate for 500 quantity is there, and in the status of the sales order we can see this is need to be delivered. And if you come to the production planning report, you see this is the document sales order 1000126. If you talk about the production, I mean, they want to plan the uh, raw materials, how much raw materials is required for the particular plates. So if you go to that one, and if you go, and then this is the items. See, once you selected the sales order, I mean, you see this order 500 pieces required this much of quantity: china clay, fly ash, ceramic binders, and these are the required quantity. This is being fetched from the pre-ordered work. I mean, bill of materials which we set on earlier itself. See, in different cases, different things will come. Sometimes it will be semi-finished goods come. Maybe in your case, maybe you might have already manufactured the ceramic plates that you need to just the printing over that one only. So this is one of the tool which is available in the ERPNext, which can do the production planning. Once we come to the sales order, if you open the sales order, we need to pass this information to the production department. So that we'll just create a work order and we'll create it. So the work order is already created in the manufacturing department. If you go to the manufacturing department, this is the status of the work orders. See, you see there is an work order. It's already created here. We can open in the work order. We can see what are the quantities and what are the required quantity. I mean, based on this the work order, we can see these are the required quantities for that particular plate manufacturing. We see for everything's okay, right? We'll submit it because in the ERPNext there is a maker and checker role is there, so that we can do the entries. Here we mentioned the work in progress warehouse. Save it, submit it. So the work order is submitted. So in the backend, you see these are the different job cards is automatically created. See, these job cards will pass to the operators in your shop floor level. Maybe the production manager has been setting up the work order. So this job card is already started. So this work order, as a production manager, you have different status. I mean, there are different work orders will be there for the different types. You can start a, you can open this work order and you can start the work order. For starting the work order, the initial process is the stock entry itself. You need to, I mean, take the stock. I mean, the stock from the warehouse, and it need to be transferred to the your shop floor. So see, in the ERPNext, good thing with the ERPNext is that the incoming value, what are the value of the raw material required for the manufacturing is already calculated itself. It's mostly in the financial aspect, it will be helpful, but for the production aspect, somehow most of the companies won't be showing this field to the people. So we'll save it. The new stock entry, this transfer is already mentioned. Submit. It means the stock entry for the manufacturing is already gone. I mean, for example, the stock is for the store people, they can access this much of stock is required to send to this for the manufacturing procedures. While coming to the work order, we can see this is the process. I mean that work order is under process. Different process will be there. This is the stock entry will already did. So when it come to the job card, you see there are three job cards is already open here. There are three job cards: ceramic mixing, ceramic shaping, and ceramic baking. We can open these job cards. We can start this job. For example, for it will be handled by different uh, operators. For example, these are the employees assigned for the same thing. Submit, complete job. The 500 pieces required quantity is completed. Submit. The same way we can complete this all the three job cards. Open job carders, start job, so submit, complete job, submit. See, this has been for this is I've been doing very fastly. I mean, so to complete the this one for in the actual scenario, it is something different. They will be entering the actual time cards. So in here, I had to complete all the job cards. Then only that entry the stock entry will be coming into the warehouse. So we'll select the employee, complete it, and this submit it. So all the job card is completed. So it means that we can go to the work order, and we can see that the job card basically the job card captures how much time it's required to make that particular item. So based on the same thing, this system will calculate how much uh, work. I mean, for example, you may set for the 500 rupees for manufacturing for this particular items, but if the time is being and if the more time is taken, then it means that more losses are incurred for the productions. So this is the purpose for the job cards. We'll come to the manufacturing again. We will open the work order, and we'll open the this one. So you see there are different audit trail is already there. Who's changed the thing and who changed the value, everything it is there. And if you want to enter the serial number for the particular finished good, that also it's possible to enter it. So at this moment we can sell the finish 500 pieces created. So based on that one, you see in the stock entry, this all raw material already reduced from the warehouse, and this ceramic plate it's already created in the warehouse in the stores. We'll save it. If you have any provision, there is also provision if we entered more job materials, used any more materials, we can add more materials into the consumption histories. So you'll get an overall idea how much material is consumed during the production process. So this stock and rates already did. So if you see the stock ledger, there is an option in the ERP we can see the stock balance. See if this is stock balance for the IHCL plate. So for the particular time period, you see this is the time period, and I mentioned the IHCL plate, the stores. So you see, this is the entire movement of the place. I mean, this is negative quantity because it has been we enable the negative. Most of the in the ideal scenario, it should not be negative itself, because we enable the negative stock. I mean, you can allow the negative allowances. So if you see the order, if we process two different work orders, that is for one for 4,000 and one for 500. So the out quantity and the balance quantity, it's already mentioned in the warehouses itself. How many pieces will be there? You can see there will be 500 pieces will be there in the warehouses itself. Okay. So that is the stock part for for the stock part. You can see all the stock. What are the stocks in your warehouse? As raw material stock, the plaster Paris stocks, the clay stock, everything we can understand what's happening in the stores itself. When we come to the work order, you can see this is the work order. It's under process. You can finish the same thing, and once it's been finished, this has been 29 pieces. That's it. Then it means that stock and it's already did in the uh, company. This is another work order which we already did it. So you see, the thing is that the good thing with the ERPNext is that we can get all the entire history. I mean, what's happening in a warehouse, how many work orders we have been completed, those details we can already update. We can get in from the ERPNext itself. And there are a lot of reports are there, quality inspection report. Suppose if you have the quality inspections, and in the downturn analysis means you can analyze the how much downtown for your machineries are there, how many times the machineries is gone in, go and stop the machineries. Those details we can enter it, and the management will get the all the details. See, ERP, it's a thing where for the tool which is can be mainly used for the management, they can get the entire idea of the operations, what's happening in the inside the shop floor. They need to the people who are into the shop floor, they just need to the entry, the data entries. The ERP captures the data entries into the from the different parts of the shop floors, or any from the different departments. And end of the day, it will give us a, we can build the dashboards based on your requirement. The management dashboards, we can create it itself. I'll show you one dashboard in the accounts parts. So these are one of the profit and loss statements. Like that, lot of dashboards we can create it in the ERPNext itself. We'll come to the sales order itself, what we did previously. So you see, this is the sales order, one sales order for the one customer, particular customer. It's been had a 500 pieces is the, we can create a invoice from here itself. And once we created this invoices, see this right now the rates and everything, nothing has been set up because it's only a demo purpose. We see what there is option also provided for the barcode scanning and everything. And also there are the, we need to what are the, I mean, for the income term, the shipping rule. In your particular cases, you will have different the volume will be different. For example, for a 12-inch size, the volume is different, and for the 10-inch size, the volume is different. And those things we can already accommodate here itself. And I'll show you that. So the sales order store warehouse, where we need to take the billing from the items. Save it, submit the document. So that sales invoice is submitted. If you see, if you want to see the stock ledger, what's happened, the stock ledger, you can see it here itself. See the 500 pieces which is already out of the quantity. So the costing and everything, value change, everything will be able to see in the stock ledger itself. So these are the different aspects for the ERP. See, for the entire management, it's a data capturing tool from the different processes itself. When we talk about the ERP next, There are a lot of dashboards is also already available, especially for the informations passing to the management. This is the thing, the accounts dashboard. This is the profit and loss dashboard. Accounts receivables, accounts payable, aging wise dashboard, budget variance. This data is not set. For example, for the manufacturing purpose, you set some certain budget, and it has been exceeded that budget. That obviously the data will show here itself. The bank balance dashboard. Apart from the this standard dashboards, we can create a lot of dashboards in the ERP Next. That's a major advantage of the ERP Next. So this is the thing. The manufacturing you can and you can see the bill of materials, the workstations, the operations, downtime, everything we can calculate and we can put it here. And if you talk about the sales order, what are the sales order from different customers, we can put it here. We can analyze what are the sales order happening from the came from the different departments. And the accounting, obviously, if in your case, in the case, accounting dashboards are the if you set the accounting module in the ERP Next. And there is an other option for the buying. For example, you will be buying different raw materials from the different places. So in this one, you will be able to understand the purchase order analysis and everything itself. You can create the purchase order. You can receive the materials itself. The stock obviously used for the managing the entire stock of your operations. And there is already there is a dashboard for every module. There is a dashboard is available. So these things it will help for the management to get an entire idea what's happening in their warehouses and everything. And these are the major advantages. The different stock, the item shortage summary, everything. A lot of analysis are there. So ERP, in the sense, you will get a holistic idea about the instead of holistic idea what's happening in the warehouses, in the manufacturing sectors and everything, and you can take the quick decisions. It is instead of doing all the manual works in the Excel sheets and everything, you can get all the details in the ERP Next. So this is the thing in a brief idea about what's happened you can achieve in the if you implement the ERP Next. For more details, I would prefer we can have a one-on-one meetings, and this will explain you what we can implement in your shop floors or something, and the gain that you're going to achieve in implementing the ERP Next. Thank you.